Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. And I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, The Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to pull up a chair, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future crafty uploads as I upload them. And if you are a current subscriber and a current member of the lovely crafty community, I just say thanks for coming back. And did y'all notice that we hit 250 subscribers last week? And I could not have done that without you. So thanks all for helping me grow this crafty community. Now, I'm popping on today because I am going to do what I hope to be a quick young or youth boy's birthday card. My son's birthday is this week and he'll be turning 8. So using the Echo Park That's My Boy paper kit, or it's a paper, scrapbooking kit, and the scrapbook.com handmade essentials stamp set, and a few other little doodads, we are going to go ahead and make this card. Now, of course, you don't need the items that I have here. You can just use some of their favorite colors, some of your papers, and some scraps. But you just want to make it your own. Personalize it to their taste and make it your own. So, believe it or not, this is the part that is. This is the part that comes off of the bottom of the cardstock page. It's the title of the scrapbooking kit, so I just use that because he's my boy. Alright, so I've already pre-cut some paper. This is going to be the front of the card as well as the back. And the measurements for this, because I didn't want it to be like a note size card. So it's 10 by 9 3/8. No, 6 3/8. 6 3/8. And so this will fold into 5 by 6 3/8. That wasn't that difficult to figure out, right? So let me just grab my boning folder. Make sure I got that crease good. Okay. So this is one of the cut-aparts that came in the kit. That's the opposite side. So I cut that out already, and then I used my corner punch to round the edges. That's going to go on the inside, and then this is where hubby and I will write a little message to him. But on the outside, I planned on using this cut apart that it came with this cardstock. Now I plan on, I want it to be over to the side so he can see that this is gaming, because it's all about gaming, right? Okay, so let me measure. I got to cut this down. I need to cut this to 3 1/4. 3 1/4, and then I'll have to measure again because I did not measure the lower part. Oh, it's nothing like doing it twice, having to go back. So 3, and I probably need to cut. Yeah, that's a good size. I actually wanted to, I'm going to leave this like this so that I'm going to glue it down. I want to have the edges be a little bit jagged. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and glue the card down. And then see if I can get that centered, and then cut off the excess with the scissors. I think these are Fisker scissors. I'm not sure where I got them from. As a matter of fact, I just picked up a set from the thrift store, and believe it or not, they were $1 each. I did want to tell them that that's not right. That shouldn't be priced like that, but I wanted them, and it was for a good cause. They support local charities and the homelessness in our community, so I figured If I'm going to splurge, let it be here. All right, so good enough. And I'm eyeballing this, so it's probably not going to be as even as it should be. But he won't notice because he won't care. He'll be looking at his gifts or inside the card to see if there's a gift card in there for some gaming device, or, you know, Xbox this and that. Yeah, because he knows his mom knows him. All right, so we got that, and let's just make sure that it will fit. I need to cut it down a little bit more. Yeah. They say measure twice, cut once. I'm not a carpenter, so I don't even adhere to those rules. I wonder if my husband does that. I wonder if he adheres to the measure twice, cut once. Doubt it. He's pretty good at eyeballing stuff, to be honest with you. And usually gets it right without any measuring tool. But he's been doing it for so long, he should be able to. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised that he could. That's what I should say. Not that he should be able to be perfect. All right, that's better. Okay, so then I want to layer that like that. Yeah. I don't want it centered. That's boring. It just requires a little too much work. But I need something for the top. And I don't want to use white cardstock because I don't think that this is white. I think this is an off-white. So, let me see. You know what? I probably have some more of that. Let me grab that. And you know it's summertime, so the boy is around here, and he's on the line with his buddies. And they could care less about the fact that I am filming or recording. And then my dad's here too, so I've got my work cut out for me, guys. It is not as simple as it used to be. Not that it ever was all that simple. Trying to get things recorded without having to edit my entire life away. Because editing is a beast. That takes more work than the actual craft. It takes more work than recording. Just the planning, or the making sure that you pull out all of the interruptions and all of the things that have nothing to do with your crafting in your video. Like your husband coming in and asking, did you take something out for dinner? Or what's for dinner? Or do you want to go out for dinner? I'm sure you guys don't want to hear all that. But from time to time you will. On the days where I am not interested in sitting at in the editing lab, if you will, for long amounts of time. Sometimes I just want to record, upload it, and, you know, add my intro and outro to it and keep it moving. Of course, I've got to make sure that this will fit. Let's see. I really should have used my, it's a good thing I tried testing. I probably should have used my Tim Holtz. I like the fact that these blocks have lines, because Lord knows, why didn't that stamp out right? Ugh. No, still didn't get it. Let's see if I can get it without having to go back in. Nope, it is something going on with that stamp. Is it not set right? Let's see. I should have used regular paper. Alright, so this is what happens, folks. Sometimes in the process, you gotta do a couple of test runs. something's going on with that side, so. And it's still too low. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very low. I might have to just draw that one in, which is kind of unfortunate because it's a good stamp, everything else, and it's polymer. There we go. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. You know, they cut this off so I can have a good edge. All right, let's try it one more time, folks. Y'all with me? Great. Good enough. Good enough for me. All right, and so now we'll just cut a little bit of this end off. Yeah, that's the boy. You hear him back there? He don't care nothing about me recording. He don't. Even though I'm recording a video featuring a card for him. Could care less. It's okay. I get it, Josh. I totally get it. Now I'm going to have to darken these edges just so that it will stand out a little bit. So what will I do? I could use my distress tool, which I probably will, just so I don't make a mess and mess up again. And thankfully, these items are nearby, so I don't have to go too far. But I can't keep y'all too much longer. Yes, I will. Alright, so let's get this a little straightened up here because it is a hot mess on this desk. Alright, so just darken the edges of this a little bit. Just so it can stand out a bit. And you don't have to do this. And if you have, what do you call it, markers, if you have a Sharpie or any other type of, any felt tip markers, you can kind of get a similar effect just by going around the edges. Carefully, of course. Sometimes I would lay it down and go around the edges like that. But remember, this is handmade. This is not supposed to look like it came off the assembly line floor or mass produced. It's supposed to have some character. So, you know, don't feel like it's supposed to look any specific way. That's the whole object of crafting, is for you to have your own individual style, or each project to look different from the last or the next. Because each human is different. Am I correct? All right, I'm glad you agree with me. All right, so now we have that. We have this. Okay. Now what I plan to do is, let's see. Nope, this has got to stay straight, so that can be a little off kilter. And I want to put gold, use some gold, what do you call it? Gold, flat back. It's like a metal brad. It's not a brad, it's like a stud, metal stud. And let me close this ink up before I make a mess. And I want to put the handmade stamp on there because I plan to make sure that I keep all of his little birthday cards over the years, and he needs to know which of these cards was made by Mom, because Lord knows when the time comes, I will not have a clue and won't be able to remember. I don't think I could remember if I made last year's card if I didn't actually have it in my hand earlier this week. Okay. Boop. I love that stamp. I use it all the time too, if you hadn't noticed. All right, so I think we're done with the whole stamping bit. Oh, maybe I should, yeah. Here I go. I really should have just went on ahead and put this up. No. She's got to distress the edges of this too. Sure am. Just a little bit. Just a light dusting. It's a busy background, so this will help help it to stand out a little bit from the busy background. It's amazing we put all of this work into our cards because we want them to have the best. They look at that card for a hot couple seconds, read it, and they set it down. But when he sets it down, I'll pick it back up and I'll look at my handiwork and be pleased and think, oh, I must love that child so much. Am I the only one? I can't be. I'm sure there's other mothers out there that do the same. Don't act like I'm the only one. Okay, so that's good. It's perfect because it's not too distressed. I don't want it to look like, you know, I made it in the 1940s. All right, so we got that. We got this. Now you'll be able to see this a little bit more. And did I say I want to put this on here? No, I'll put this on the inside. I think I'm going to put that on the inside. Yep. All right, so it's time to go ahead and I'm going to pop that up on a foam tape. Of course, it would land glue down, glue side down. Never fails. I bet if I wasn't on camera, it wouldn't have. Oh, this is backwards. Thank goodness I saw that. All right, let's just give it another try. Where's this going? All right, this goes up some. All right, so we're almost there, guys. Hang in there. A few more seconds, minutes, hours. I'm just kidding. Almost there. Slide that down a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to put this up. Yeah, I think I'll pick that up like that. I use this glue when you won't be able, when I'm layering, and you won't be able to see some of because sometimes it warps a little bit. But so I use that glue when I'm layering, and the undersides won't be shown, or it'll be covered with something else. Otherwise, I'll use the art glitter glue. All right, so this needs to get popped up. Where are my foam squares? Let's see if I have any other old faithfuls. Yeah, I picked, these are the ones I got from Tuesday morning, but I still have some of these from Dollar General, so I'm going to use those because it's an easy, quick fix. And then the last thing that I have to do off camera is make an envelope, which sometimes I use my envelope punch board. Other times, honey, I just use some paper, you know, some print paper or a thicker cardstock, and then I just fold it around the card. Fold each side, cut the edges, and voila. Especially because it's for my son, so he don't really care about what the envelope looks like. That thing is, the envelope will get ripped. You know, the kids aren't like adults. They aren't trying to preserve the envelope or look dignified when they're opening it, okay? They're not really that concerned about it. And hopefully you won't get offended, but if you do, too bad for you, because they don't care. All right. So then, I'm not sure if I should use, I usually use washi tape on a lot of my cards, but I'm not doing it today. I am not doing it today, folks. All right, let me just see. Yeah. Might. Yeah, that'll do. I think I'm going to use the big one in the middle and the small ones off to the side. These things are a little tricky though. I do have the pickup stick or whatever you want to call it, but I don't feel like grabbing that. And sometimes it's harder to work with that than it is my own hands, depending on the size and the thickness of whatever it is that I'm working with. So I've got to line those up a little bit. There we have it. You think I would have glued this down beforehand, because of course these are going to slide, but I'll make it work. I'm going to make it work, y'all. Fear not. I'm a master at this. That was cute. A master. Oh God, that was hilarious. I'm going to put this slanted like that. That way we don't have to be perfect. All right. And then we'll go ahead and put this down here like that. And we're finished. And with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being a part of this crafty community. And if you have not already checked out the Maker Exchange, which is our Facebook page dedicated to those who, you know, drop into the lovely lab here, go ahead. I encourage you to go ahead and look for the link down below. And we'll be happy to have you. It's a bunch of different craft mediums there, all different types. Those who sew, knit, crochet, mixed media, planners, all of the sorts. So that being said, thanks for stopping by, and until we're back here again on YouTube, stay encouraged, stay blessed, and stay creative and crafty. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.